Jane. I'm from Woolwich Common Community Centre and Made in Greenwich, and I'm here to show you how to make these fantastic festival bracelets for the Woolwich Carnival, and they're really easy to do. You can make them out of stuff you've already got at home. So to make one, you'll need a piece of wool, and wool's really good because it snaps nice and easily, which is a good safety tip in case your bracelet gets caught in something. So a piece of wool, enough to go around your wrist and enough to tie a bow. Then you want things to thread onto your wool. So you might use some wooden beads if you happen to have those. If you haven't, don't worry. You can use a straw, which you can cut up into bead shapes as well. I've got some feathers, which you could stick in, a bit of tinsel left over from Christmas, and then these fake flowers from my mum's display. Shh, don't tell her, I quite like using those too. Really anything goes, and if you haven't got anything at all to thread onto your bracelet, you can make your own beads, and all you need to do that is a bit of an old magazine or some other paper, cut a triangle, that sort of shape, a nice long triangle, and then just square off the ends, just like I'm doing here, so it looks a bit like that, like a church steeple really. Get a pen, and starting with the wide end, just roll it over your pen, and then put a bit of glue on the bottom, and then continue rolling it so it sticks down nicely. And when that's dry, you can just push it off your pen, and you've made your own paper beads, and they'll look really good threaded onto your bracelet. So I've got everything I need. Let's start threading. Now you can either just push the wool through yourself, or if you've got one of these child-friendly needles, which is a plastic needle, so it won't hurt you, you can use that. I'm going to do that just for speed, but really you can just push the wool through yourself. So let's start. What shall we do? We'll have a wooden bead to start with. I'm going to put on some straw beads. They look really good. I love this stripy paper straw. Got some of the flowers. I'm going to just push those on. Put a couple of those in. I love that yellow colour. They're really nice and bright. They're going to look great for the carnival. I know. Let's have a bit of this Christmas ribbon. That's left over from Christmas. I'm going to tie a bit of that on. That's going to look really cool. So let's tie that on next to my flower. So you can just build it up as you go along and just do whatever you fancy. That's going to look really nice. Some of my paper beads. Put a couple of those on. I like that orange colour. That's really lovely. And then I've got some little bells as well, which would be fun to use if you've got anything like that at home. One more of these wooden beads. That's a bit thin, that one. Let's try another one, that green one. There we go. Fantastic. So when you think you've got enough to go around your wrist, then you just tie it on with a bow and add it. You can make a few of them, and so you've got several on your wrist. It's going to look really, really cool and really going to match the floats and the colourful costumes of the carnival. So whatever you do, have a great time. Remember to keep a distance, keep safe, and have a wonderful Woolwich Carnival. Bye-bye.